So, you guys, welcome back to the channel. So, are you ready to go to war with China? Are you ready to be a part of another proxy war besides Ukraine? Because the way things are moving by this year, I believe that we will be involved in some sort of proxy war with China, the same way we are with Russia right now. If you have not subscribed yet to this channel, I hope this is the video that makes you subscribe. Please hit subscribe. But most of all, to please hit that like button. It really helps me out, guys. It helps me with the algorithm. Thank you guys for watching. On this channel, we talk about the inconvenient truth happening worldwide and domestically and how it affects you. Okay. So back to the story. So basically, like I said before, we were hearing more about China. If you watch my other videos, you'll see that I talk about China being on the news. China's going to be an issue. We're going to hear news like China is, one day soon. I give it somewhere in the spring. We'll probably hear that China has invaded Taiwan for absolutely no reason. Now, I'm taking this from this website called the World Socialist Web, but this article was actually on the Financial Times. So I heard about this article from watching the Duran. Shout out to the Duran. And I said, yeah, I mean, nothing shocks me anymore with the West and what we do. Okay. In a remarkably frank interview with the Financial Times yesterday, the top U.S. Marine general in Japan declared that U.S. NATO's successes against Russia and Ukraine were a product of advanced planning and preparations, setting the theater for war in military jargon. That was exactly what the Pentagon was doing in Japan and Asia, he explained, in preparing for conflict against China over Taiwan. So, first of all, he's talking about success. So, this is a U.S. Marine general who's talking about success in Ukraine, against Russia. So, you already know this person is just all about going to war because that is exactly not happening in Ukraine. But we go on. Why we have achieved the level of success we've achieved in Ukraine. This is a Lieutenant General James Bierman, asked rhetorically. He explained that after we termed Russian aggression in 2014 and 2015, we earnestly got preparing for future conflict, training for for the Ukrainians, pre-positioning of supplies, identification sites from which we could operate, support, and sustain operations. So basically, they've been working with. So this man just basically agrees the fact that America has been instigating a conflict in Ukraine with Russia since about 2014. Okay, we call that setting the theater, and we're setting the theater in Japan, in the Philippines, in other locations. In other words, the U.S. is setting a trap for China by goading it into taking military action against Taiwan in the same way that it provoked Russia into invading Ukraine following the U.S. backed coup in 2014 that toppled a pro-Russian government. Pentagon has been increasingly concerned about China's military abilities to defend its territory and secure neighboring seas. They also, like I said in my other video, we put I think it was $10 billion for military spending in Taiwan. So this is like right now, Ukraine, this war in Ukraine is really not going away. How the West expected it to go. I don't know how they're going to cap that in order to go into war with China. I really don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how that's going to work because you have to at least show that you beat Putin before you can try to go for China. And you're not going to show that. That is in no way going to present itself. But we're still trying to figure out how to go to war with China. How does that even? In my other video, I talked about how much we rely on China for everything. You could just say everything for everything. So, how far does this like? I will say, I do not understand the reasoning behind it, but I'm letting you know that the battlefields are being set. This is very. You don't think the Chinese government? If I seen this article, I'm sure they did. You know, this is not what the American people want. But let me just end off with this. This will be one war that everybody will be like, as far as in the government, everybody will go for it. Because one thing I know about conservatives, first of all, the left, the Democrats, they love war. It puts money in their pockets. But these conservatives, they keep talking about um China is the biggest threat to America. China is the biggest threat to America. And I'm not saying that China is perfect or these great guys or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I don't know. But I know the biggest threat to America is the American government. That's what I know. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know. But everybody will be in on it. You know, they'll work on your emotions with the fentanyl thing, with the border. That's how they'll present it to the American people. That'll be part of how they present it. So guys, keep it locked right here. We're still watching this conflict that's, you know, this boiling pot that's going on with China and America. I see you guys at the next video.